second stint with
Rakia and
look, Griner and Jackson.
With the first round of the WNBA playoffs finally wrapped up, there's a ton of action to break down and dive into, and it's no exaggeration to say this is definitely one of the most intriguing kickoffs to the WNBA playoffs in years. Stick around to find out what we might be looking at going into round 2. The first matchup saw top-seeded New York Liberty kick off their Sunday matchup against the 8-seed Atlanta Dream, determined to make up for falling short of a championship in last year's WNBA Finals. With the odds in their favor, they faced the lower-ranked Dream, and the first game was all New York. 4 Liberty players scored in double figures, including a dominant double-double performance by Breanna Stewart, as they cruised to an 83-69 blowout victory. The second game, however, definitely proved to be more of a challenge for New York. Down by 5 at halftime, the Liberty came out strong in the third quarter, outscoring the Dream 22-16 to take a 2-point lead and reestablishing the dominance that was seen in Game 1 heading into the final quarter. Sabrina Ionescu completely took over, leading the way with the game-high 36 points, while Jonquel Jones recorded another double-double. Despite a great game from Atlanta's Alicia Gray, who put up 26 points, the young Dream couldn't compete with the Liberty super team. The Liberty closed out the series looking like the most dominant team going into the second round with a 91-82 victory, sweeping the Dream 2-0. The next matchup featured the second-seeded Minnesota Lynx taking on the 7th-seed Phoenix Mercury. During the regular season, Minnesota dominated all 3 matchups, winning each by double digits. Despite being heavy favorites, the Lynx were going to have to do a lot more to take down Mercury's squad in the playoffs. After falling behind by 13 in the first quarter, Phoenix mounted a comeback in the fourth behind strong performances from Natasha Cloud, who posted 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists, and Diana Taurasi, who added 21 points. However, reverting back to the flow of their regular season matchups, the Lynx proved to be the better team, with Nafisha Collier leading the charge. She was unstoppable, dropping a game-high 38 points while playing the entire game. Minnesota maintained control throughout and scored a 102-95 victory. In the second game, Natasha Cloud picked up from her last performance, making a name for herself with a 42-point performance. Despite Phoenix's strong start, the Lynx took control after the first quarter and never looked back, with all 5 of their starters scoring in double figures. Brittany Griner led the Mercury with 24 points, but no one else was able to rise to the challenge. The Lynx dominated once again, completing the sweep with a 101-88 win to take the series 2-0. Before we talk about the third matchup, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can stay updated on future matchups. The third matchup featured the 3rd-seeded Connecticut Sun taking on the 6th-seeded Indiana Fever in one of the most anticipated series due to the Fever's crazy roller coaster of a season. It marked Indiana's first playoff appearance in 7 years, as well as Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark's debut playoff series in the WNBA. While the Sun brought significant experience with their core trio of Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, and Brianna Jones, having previously played in the WNBA Finals together, they faced the challenge of stopping the underdog Fever's dynamic and electrifying offense. Game 1 began as a close contest, with Connecticut slightly taking the first quarter 23-20. They kept the momentum going in the second and heading into halftime with a 7-point lead. The fourth quarter, however, was where they truly pulled away, outscoring the Fever 25-12, blowing out the Fever by 24 points. 4 Connecticut players scored in double figures, led by Marina Mabry with 27 points and Alyssa Thomas, who recorded a triple-double with 10 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds. On the Fever side, Kelsey Mitchell led with 21 points, while Aaliyah Boston posted a double-double with 17 points and 11 rebounds in her playoff debut. Despite an unusual rough shooting night for Caitlin Clark, everyone knew they would be back in Game 2. In Game 2, the first half was a low-scoring defensive battle between the two teams, as it would simply come down to which team wanted it more going into halftime, with the Suns holding a 7-point lead. The third quarter remained competitive, with Connecticut again coming out on top 20-18. Facing elimination and trailing by 9 points, the Fever mounted a final push in the fourth quarter. However, it wasn't enough, and Connecticut won the game with 5 of Connecticut's 7 players who saw minutes scored in double figures, led by Alyssa Thomas with 19 points and 13 assists for a double-double. For the Fever, Caitlin Clark bounced back and led with 25 points, and Aaliyah Boston posted her second double-double of the series with 16 points and 19 rebounds. Despite a great effort from the young core, the Connecticut Sun's experience proved to overpower the young Fever with the third sweep of the first round, winning the game 87-81. However, the Fever proved to be promising and are definitely looking to be back here next year. The last matchup was easily the most competitive. The 4-seeded defending champions, Las Vegas Aces, matched up against the 5th-seeded Seattle Storm. These teams had seen each other before, as it was a rematch of the 2020 WNBA Finals and a 2022 semifinal series. The Aces had the MVP, A'ja Wilson, but the Storm had promising stars such as Lloyd, McBeggar, and Gabby Williams. Seattle started Game 1 on the road with a strong performance, winning the first quarter 18-9, and the Storm carried a 4-point lead into halftime. After the break, the Aces continued to chip away at Seattle's lead, winning the third quarter 26-23 to bring the deficit to just 1 point heading into the final quarter. The Aces dominated the fourth and primarily focused on defense, keeping Seattle to only 2 points for the entire quarter, which ended up winning them Game 1 78-67. A'ja Wilson had a game-high 21 points along with Tiffany Hayes adding 20 off the bench. It was clear the Seattle Storm was going to have to step it up if they didn't want to be the fourth sweep of the first round. Facing elimination in Game 2, Seattle got off to a slow start as the Aces took the first quarter 30-20. The game remained close, and as the fourth quarter approached, it was anyone's game. However, the Aces closed strong, showing their championship experience, winning Game 2 83-76, sweeping the series. Seattle had 4 players score in double figures, led by Gabby Williams with 20 points, Nika Ogwumike with 16 points and 10 rebounds for another double-double, but it proved that this wasn't enough to take down the defending champions as Las Vegas star Kelsey Plum led the team with 29 points, followed by A'ja Wilson with 24 points and 13 rebounds for a double-double. A clear trend was shown in the first round as every top seed swept their opponent and every team seed was the more experienced team. However, the conference finals are right around the corner, and we've seen in the past year that this is where stars are born or broken. As always, keep ballin'. Peace.